Hi guys, once again it's Corey Kraus, or as my students call me, Coach C. Um, I am currently a K-5 physical education teacher in Yuma School District 1 while I complete my Arizona State University Teachers Fellows Program. This semester in SPE 222, it's challenged me to think different about some of the special education, inclusion, and my responsibility as a future classroom teacher. Now, since I have been in the classroom for the last 3+ years with PE, I do have intentions of someday going into a full-time classroom or even going into some sort of interventions with students. So I believe this class was very informative to me. It helped me gain a better understanding of how to support kids or students with disabilities while continuing to evolve in the creating of a classroom where students can feel valued and respected and capable of success. Um, some key takeaways from this semester. One of my biggest takeaways from this course is that inclusion is much more than simply just placing students with disabilities into a general education classroom. True inclusion means intentionally designing instruction so that every student has meaningful opportunities to participate and succeed. I truly believe in that. And over the course of my last 3 years or so, with the district's personal development days in teachings and stuff like that, I think I've got a pretty good grasp of what I want to do going forward with that. I've also learned the importance of high-level practices. Before this course, I understood the collaboration was important, but I realized how essential the teamwork is between the classroom teachers and the special education teachers and the related service providers, administrators, and of course the families. I think that with the communication and collaboration with all of those, it brings valuable information that helps our students succeed, especially in the classroom and in life as general. Another major takeaway was the importance of building positive relationships. Through the Positive Attending article by Perla, I learned how behavior specific praise and positive reinforcement can improve both behavioral and student confidence. As Coach C, this connects directly with my philosophy of being a stern but fair PE teacher or teacher. Students respond much better, I think, when they know their teachers genuinely notice their efforts and successes. I believe that it also helps them understand what they can and can't do as far as in my classroom, and what my expectations are for them. Finally, I gained a deeper understanding that disability should never define students. I've always kind of believed that, but this class kind of helped me understand it a little bit better or recognize it. Instead of educators, we should recognize that each student's strengths while providing supports and accommodations for those that they don't have. We need to look at each individual student as an individual and look to set them up for success. And I think that's very important with all students, whether they have a diagnosis or they're just struggling in class or in school, period. As far as my personal growth, it's definitely changed my perspective on disabilities and inclusion. Working with the physical education, I already believe that every student should participate, but in SP 222 helped me understand that it doesn't always mean treating everyone the same. Giving each student what they need to be successful is a lot more important than maybe teaching as a mass, especially in sport. And if you've noticed that throughout this semester, not only in this class, but in my fellowships classes and other classes I've taken. Um, I like to bring everything back to a real life situation with me in the PE classroom. It's you know, education is much like sport. We don't have students that can do everything the same or at the ability of everyone else. And sometimes a student, say during a soccer lesson, you might have to break down how to kick the ball the correct way from step 1 to step 10. Whereas there might be some students that can grasp it right away just by looking at a video. Um, it's also helped me develop a greater appreciation for the role families play in education. That is one thing that I do struggle with, because I do feel like we are in a time in our society where not all parents, but a lot of families and parents believe that it is teachers' jobs to raise their children. And I'm still coming to grasp with that. But I do also recognize that there are those that maybe just don't know how to approach or how to start to connect and help with the educational process. I think it's important that we continue to build partnerships with the parents and the caregivers. For the most part, the families should know or do know their children better than we do, even though we are with them a lot of times 6 to 7 hours a day for at least 8 months out of the year. I will tell you that after this course and a couple other courses this summer, as I've been planning for this new year in PE, I have spent more time thinking about activities and how I can adapt so that every student experiences some sort of success in the activity or something that we might be doing. So that we can all enjoy our time, not only just in PE, but in the classroom as well. One of the best parts of this course is I was able to immediately apply many of the concepts in my own teaching, or look to apply them into my own teachings, especially during our ADHD group presentation. I learned practical strategies such as the visual schedules, structured routines, breaking tasks into smaller steps, and using positive reinforcement. Something that we'd already kind of started, like I had mentioned before, with my son, who's 11, and we're going through that process now. But I also feel like these strategies, I do use them in PE a lot, so I do have a better understanding, I think, than probably most students that might be taking this course that have no classroom experience. But I also understand that I still have a long ways to go in executing some of these different strategies. The high level practices assignment also reinforced the importance of my collaboration. Because I've already started meeting with a lot of my colleagues in the exceptional student services, this class just this semester just kind of reinforced that I was doing the right thing by doing that and trying to come up with different strategies and different plans to help not only in my class but in their class as well, to make it a better school year and a better school environment for students with learning disabilities. Simple strategies like giving clear directions, providing visual demonstrations, allowing additional processing time, and offering encouragement as practices are now going to be something that I will really focus on, especially when I am doing my lessons for PE. Looking ahead, as I continue through the Teaching Fellows program, I am on my last semester, so my hopes are that I am graduating this December, which I'm super excited for. I will be officially a teacher, certified teacher, and I can't wait for that. But I just want to continue collaborating with the special education teachers, attending my professional development opportunities, learning from experienced educators. I'm open ears. I love to talk to former teachers, teachers that I work with, different people, the school counselors, principals, administrators, all that good stuff. I like to keep my relationships with them positive and open, so that we can have a good, positive conversations. Realistically, my goal is to create classrooms where students are challenged, supported, and celebrated for their individual strengths. I really encourage and hope that every student who enters my classroom leaves believing they are capable of learning and achieving success. If you notice at the bottom of this poster, one of my phrases that I came up with after the first year of my teaching PE was the 3-100s. So it's basically I expect my students, no matter who they are, to give me 100% effort, 100% participation, and 100% of the time. If they're giving that to me and they start to build on that within themselves, the skies are the limits for any student. As long as we are like practicing some of the strategies that we've learned throughout this semester and some strategies and stuff that we've learned or I've learned in previous semesters. In closing, I'd like to say, this was a fun short class this semester. I really appreciated the fact that my team and Dr. Atkinson's was willing to work around my busy summer schedule. I was able to attend the World Cup game with USA versus Australia in Seattle this summer, which is a lifetime experience, something that I'll never forget. So that was really enjoyable to be able to be in a class and be with a group that understood that I had life outside of the classroom, and that I was able to experience those, especially with my wife and my son. Moving forward, I think that with this class and some of the other classes I've taken, it really has helped me just to kind of sit back and evaluate, make sure that what I'm doing is correct or on the right path, and that it's bringing me to be a better person, a better teacher, and sets me up to set my students up for success. With that, I'd like to thank you for your time this semester and all your feedback. It does mean a lot to me, and I do read all the comments that you have provided for me. So, thank you, and see you down the road.